The feeling full is like, dang, I'm satisfied. I'm no longer hungry. That's a good feeling. You settled. You are content. And women that sleep with a whole lot of men, they aren't content because they've been comparing, contrasting with sizes, bank accounts, height.
I don't need no man.
When you sleep with a man, you are conquered.
Right.
When I sleep with a woman, I'm the one doing the conquering. So
Right.
men don't want a woman that's been conquered by a lot of men.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So why would we want something that someone else already done skeeted in, booted in, tooted in, and all that other stuff? Is like, God dang, she got 20 bodies? Well, yeah, I'll crack, but I probably won't wife up if I have options, right?
Right.
The men that don't have options, well, they'll kind of take anything.
Did you hear when he talked about being the conqueror and them being the conquered? Her say, yeah, but what did I tell you all? What did I tell you? I called these females. I called them the butt girls. Why? Because they have nice butts and they're always saying, yeah, but to everything. Why? Because of hope and subjectivity. Everything is, yeah, but not me. Yeah, but I'm going to be different. God got me. He's going to send me my person. It's always subjective with them. There is nothing objective with them. And that's the problem. So she had to do the yeah, but thing because, I mean, it just that's what that type of female I believe she is does. I don't want to sway anybody, but again, you all tell me in the comment section what you think these females you see on the panel are. And I like that one female over there. She bad too. And she seems to have just as great as attitude as how she looks. I wonder if we're going to be able to hear from her this video. Let's see.
Out there fiending.
Okay.
But you had some too, right?
What was the question?
What she was talking about.
Well, I guess I was like, sometimes too, like now, like a lot of modern women, like men like this guy, if he doesn't talk to a woman in a month and she doesn't put out, and that girl, like, I guess younger women too, like if they see guys like girls who put out, they'll put out easier. It's like, it's not.
You said.
I think men love whores.
It's a double standard.
To be honest,
you love sex.
Well, that's I guess what it feels like.
Whores.
Men love sex,
your question isn't really like.
because it's
not hitting anywhere. You're just making it doesn't.
It's a double standard, but we are different because men can have sex without the emotional attachment, without the decrease.
Like I can answer your question from so many different angles, but you don't have a specific question.
But like,
you know why she doesn't have a specific question, right? We all know. Again, in the comment section, y'all tell me why you think she doesn't have a specific question, because I'm about to tell you all why she doesn't have a specific question. Because what he is telling her is destroying her worldview. It's destroying the normalcy inside of her. And when that happens, it's almost like somebody transforming. You ever seen the movie, what was it? Underworld. Underworld is one of my favorite movie series. The Lycans and the VPs. The vampires. The Lycans were the wolves. They were like their mortal enemy, the vampire's mortal enemy. When the Lycans changed, it looked extremely painful. Why? Because their bones started growing and all of this stuff. You can hear the crackling and everything. You can see them leaning and bending, and it looked extremely painful. That's why she can't answer the question. That's why she can't even ask a question, because she's turning like a lichen inside. That's what's happening to her worldview. It's turning like a lichen. It's going crack, crack, crack. And she's like, something's happening to me. I don't like it. I don't like the way it's feeling. That's what's happening to her. She doesn't like the fact that her normal worldview is getting destroyed. It's being forcibly changed. And so she's like, I got to say something. I got to do something. But because he's hitting her with so much truth, she can't rebut it. So she's trying to find something she can ask. She's trying to find a field of battle on which she can potentially win, but she can't even find anywhere to plant her feet. she's getting destroyed.
I don't need no man.
We were going around asking one question. What was that question?
Oh, we didn't.
That's what I'm.
We didn't get to that yet. Me and her still stuck on the.
Okay.
So what we're on is the question was, ladies, do you think the man you want would care about your past? So that's when me and her got into the discussion. She said, well, if that's the man for her, then he wouldn't care about the past. I said that, well, explain why. She explained why. I said, well, that's not true because the woman's past matters not only to the man, but it matters to her because she's not able to pair bond and she will always be unsatisfied. Imagine eating something and never feeling satisfied. You're going to be like, dang, I never feel full. I never feel satisfied. It's going to suck.
That's a fact. That's a fact. It is a great feeling to feel full, but not like overstuffed. You feel full. It's a great feeling because it's a satisfying feeling. You feel satisfied. You feel content. You can just sit down and just take that deep breath. I'm going to tell you all something. I saw this video the other day, and this is a little reference to it. The video was of this gopher or something. I don't know what it was because it was laying on his back, but it was inside of a hole in the ground, right? And it had a bunch of grapes from the grapevine around it. Literally, like it was almost like it was laying on a bed of grapes that it had dragged into that hole. And it was laying on his back and it was just chewing. It was just chewing. And it was this music playing that was like the most nature driven, relaxing trees, the wind, nature, song ever. And people were commenting, man, that animal has one at life. Like it understands life. It's just laying there on a bed of grapes, just chewing with his eyes closed. Like, yes. And so it's funny because that just what he said just reminded me of that. So
the feeling full is like, dang, I'm satisfied. I'm no longer hungry. That's a good feeling. You settled. You are content. And women that sleep with a whole lot of men, they aren't content because they've been comparing, contrasting with sizes, bank accounts, height, the man that can raise her up and all of these type of things. So she becomes an unruly woman, meaning that she's for no man. She's only for herself and for the streets.
That was a bar. That was a bar. Says she's only for herself and for the streets. Bars. Dang, man. Dang, I'm sitting up here thinking about that particular female who was having the most back and forth with him. And I'm just imagining her training her child with the same type of mindset that she has. And people wonder why the world, particularly the West, has become what it has become. I mean, if you have these type of people teaching these type of things, and no matter in what logic corner you place them, they say, no, I'm going to use this trap door called hope. I'm going to use this trap door called subjectivity. What the freak do you think is going to happen in the future when it comes to relationships? And since family, nuclear family particularly, is the backbone of a community, and a country is made up of communities, dude, what did Adrian Broner say? Man, I'm getting cooked. Well, that's what's going to happen, and it's happening to the country. It's getting cooked.
Now, remember, this is the female guessing game. So out of all of these females you've seen, about which one do you think I'm about to ask you all? Drum roll, please. So, tell me, is she a traditional woman modern woman, or modern female? Put it in the comments section and tell me why you think so. And then grab yourself some merch on the way out in order to support the channel. And of course, don't forget to click like and subscribe. Thanks, good man fam.